Hi, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. This is Sheila True Love, and today I want to talk about why offspring should not be so hard on their parents. You know, when I think about parents, especially parents who are single parents, trying to do the best that they can when it comes to raising children, and they make mistakes along the way, I don't understand why, children can't seem to be understanding that their parents are not perfect people. And the same way the children are not perfect, they have done so many things that may have hurt their parents. And yet their parents know how to get past it. And their parents know how to move on from it. I think about especially a single mother. When you look in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, it says, "You fathers, go on bringing up these children." And when you see a mother trying to do the job of a man, and she may not get it right, she may make mistakes and make bad decisions along the way. I think the children should at least be grateful that the parent tried. You have a lot of homes where they have a man in the house that's helping them raise these kids. I could think of an incident with a female that I know. She has her husband who's raising her kids. And the reason why I say he's raising them is because when the father speaks, he speaks one time to these children and they do it. When the mother speaks, she has to speak 3, 4, 5 times before the children even consider listening to what she has to say. So in actuality, who really raised those kids? Was it the mother? No, it was really the father. Especially when they have other men contributing financially to help their situation. And you have a woman who has 3 men, let's say, who's helping her husband and her kids' fathers that are helping her out. Whenever she's stressed, she don't have to turn to drugs, alcohol, or nothing crazy. She could just say, you know what, we're going on vacation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Because she has all of these incomes coming in to help her to say, you know what, I'm going to jump in my car. I'm just going to go. But when you have a single mother who's living from paycheck to paycheck, and she's trying like a dog to raise successful kids, and she's doing this on her own, maybe with the help of God and Christ, and that's all she's pretty much working with. And of course, she didn't make all the right decisions. She made some poor judgment calls. I don't think that a kid or a child or offspring, let's just put it that way because they're adults now, they should not constantly hold that against a parent. Because I know a woman who is going through a lot with her situation. She has a daughter who is has so much hatred and resentment towards her mother because she feels her mother wasn't perfect. Her mother made some bad decisions. But she never once stops to consider that her mother was doing all of this on her own. Her mother didn't have this man helping her out financially, that man helping her out financially, another guy helping her out. You have a husband that's raising up your kids. She never takes time to take these things into consideration. The only thing she knows how to do is point her finger at her mother about, you didn't do this and you didn't do that and you was wrong with this and you made a bad choice. She never once stopped to think about how well adjusted she is. What about her sibling or whatever? It looked like they turned out pretty well to me. When I look at that woman's children, her children look pretty well adjusted to me. So that shows me that even though she was a single parent, she didn't do so bad. Not so bad. And yet, you know, her daughter, her son, he seems to be a little more understanding. You know, he's understanding because, I don't know, he just has a little more empathy or whatever have you. But the daughter is so hard on her mother. She has no compassion, no empathy. She can only focus on everything that the mother did wrong. She never stopped once to think, I know the mother. I know the mother personally. She never once stopped to think that the mother taught her 90% in life is work, 10% is play. The mother raised her kids to be on God's team. The mother stayed when the father just decided to get up and bounce and leave, leaving that mother to do a man's job. It's not a job for a woman. It's not her job or her place to be raising children. It's so easy for people to condemn and try to tear down and put other people down when they have it so easy. You know, the female who talks about her mother so badly, you have to see the way this female talks about her mother. She goes around and she just says all these awful things about her mother. You know, she tries to show her mother in a bad light. If her mother does something positive, she wants to downplay that. But if her mother has a bad day or an off day, she wants to blow that up and take it around, show the world, tell the world, anybody who's willing to listen, she wants to bring that to the limelight. But when her mother's doing something positive, like helping other people, especially to get out of bed every day, doing positive things in the world, her daughter does nothing to acknowledge that, because her daughter doesn't want anyone to admire the mother, like the mother, because she feels that that's going to take some shine away from her. She can't even stand to see anyone have just a little bit, just a little tinge of a shine. You know? And when I listen to that daughter talk about her mother that way, it really sickens me to my stomach. Because that mother, she did the best that she could with what she had. If that mother would have had her income and 3 other men helping her out, man, please, she would have been on vacation. Anytime she's stressed out, instead of turning to stupid nonsense, the mother would have picked up, took a vacation, or jumped in the car, or did whatever she could have done. But the mother didn't have access to all of those things. And the way this daughter tears her mother down, you have to ask yourself, what kind of daughter does that? What kind of daughter does that? You know, the mother is older than the daughter, as we know. Okay, check this out. When the mother wants to see the daughter has a car. The daughter is 20 years younger than the mother. So it's easy for the daughter to just jump in the car and go zip really quick, spend a couple of hours, like 3 or 4 hours with the mom, maybe once every 2 weeks. That's easy. Now, for the mother to see the daughter, she has to take a bus, take it to a certain location, get off, stand outside or stand around somewhere and wait to be picked up. And then they can zip over to the daughter. What kind of daughter does that? What kind of daughter can't understand your mother is 20 years older than you? Your mother don't have it as easy to get to you as you do to her. What kind of daughter goes around and talks so negatively about their mother? So negatively. Even when the mother do things that are positive that she thought the daughter would celebrate and be happy about, the only thing that daughter could think to do was try to tear her mother down. Just tear her down. Every opportunity she could find. And like I said, when I hear this girl talking about her mother this way, it sickens me to my stomach. And the purpose of this video is to, you know, offspring, when you have a single parent, especially if it's your mom, you shouldn't be so hard on her. You really shouldn't. Instead of sitting around focusing on everything that's wrong with her, is there anything at all that's positive about her that you could focus on? Don't you think maybe you should give that some consideration? You know, I just had to make a video about this because I've noticed that there are a lot of children out here, a lot of young people out here who tear their parents down. You know, and the Bible says you're supposed to respect and to honor your parents. And anytime you're a part of some organization that allows you to just throw your parents away and treat your parents like garbage, that's not no Christian. That's not a Christian at all. And I did this video because, like I said, these kids, I know that there's times when a parent has been a narcissist, a parent has been abusive, a parent has done a lot of things that are wrong, you know, and I don't excuse the parent for that. I'm sure the parent their mind beats them up morning, noon, and night about all of that. And if the parent could do it again, I'm sure the parent would probably try to do it again. But as we know, nobody's perfect. You know, when you know better or when you have better, then you do better. But when you have kids who are so hard on their parents, and if they honestly believe for one iota of a moment that God is going to let them get away with that, yeah, they're living in a delusional life. Because God says to treat your parents with honor and respect. That is one promise. That is one command with a promise. If you want things to go well for you, you better watch how you treat your parents. That is a command with a what? With a promise. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, and I'm hoping that all parents can get a chance to see this and maybe not feel so bad about themselves and beat themselves up so badly. You know, you did the best that you could. And when it comes to the kids or the siblings or offspring, you know, you're going to have kids. And I'm talking about, don't have no man help you raise your kids. No. I want to see you do this on your own. I don't want no man helping you. I want to see you just be the single mother, and I want to see you control your kids, especially when they're teenagers. I want to see how you could get them to listen to you and how you could get them to do what you want them to do. Just do it single-handedly. Single-handedly. I would love to see that. Anyway, I just had to make this video because, you know, my mind was thinking about that today. I took a day off from work today, and I was just thinking about the parents. You know, I feel bad for the parents. You know, and there's some kids who have been through a lot too. But you let God handle the parents. That's not for children or offspring to do. Okay? Because God sees, you know, it's hard enough trying to take care of yourself. Just as one person trying to take care of yourself. And when you have other people's lives in your hand, that's hard. The way God designed a family is there's supposed to be a man and a woman, a father and a mother taking care of these kids. Not one person sitting up here trying to put that heavy burden on themselves, just one person struggling to do that. That's hard. So if your parent made some bad choices or bad decisions, you know, try to exercise some empathy, some compassion, and be a little more Christ-like, and try to be understanding instead of always trying to criticize and tear your parents down. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love. I thought I'd just share that with you. Don't be so hard on your parents. You always have a choice. The choice is always yours. Until next time, goodbye for now.